right, everybody, we're back. Folks, my next guest is currently selling permanent tattoo ad space all over his body on eBay in his quest to become the first human Billboard. Let's meet this guy. Please welcome Joe Tamargo. All right, first of all, we heard about, on staff, we heard about you,
right.
And first thing that popped in my head is, how did you come up with this idea to sell ad space on your body?
We were just sitting around with me and a bunch of friends drinking some beers, and I was like, hey, let's try to sell some ad space on my arm and see what happens.
This has such a quintessential, it's such a perfect drinking beer idea, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
That's how Leonardo da Vinci came up with his greatest ideas. He was sitting around with some buddies drinking beer.
Yep.
So you're sitting around with your friends, and you say, I'm going to try and sell ad space and have it tattooed onto my body.
Right.
How many tattoos have you sold so far? How successful have you been?
I've sold 8 tattoos so far.
8?
Yes.
8 tattoos for different companies, pretty much all of them on the web.
Right, most of them are on the web.
Okay, and how does it work? How did you get this word out? Did you put it out on the web that you were willing to do this?
Yeah, we just put an eBay auction up there,
right.
And then we just started a little website, and then people just started bidding.
Do different zones on your body cost more money? Is there desirable real estate and undesirable real estate?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We started with the forearm, but
right.
We have a lot of requests for different things.
Okay, so I can only imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, how does it work? How much does it cost?
What we sold, the lowest one we sold was $500. The most expensive one we sold was $5,000.
$500.
Right.
So you had a tattoo put on your body forever, selling something for $500.
Yes.
Do you realize what ad time costs on this show?
I kind of found
What
out.
is 30 seconds of ad time on this show? $35,000. Do you ever think to yourself, I should have asked for more, or thought up some kind of idea like you have to pay rent? I'm going to get this tattoo, but you have to pay me so much every month.
Yeah,
do you have any regrets, is what I'm asking?
No, I have no regrets. It's definitely been a learning curve.
Sure, $500, thanks. And then you know what I mean? You buy like a lawnmower and it's done. Okay, have there been requests for things that you have turned down? People have come to you, they've said, here's our cash, here's our product, and you say, no, I'm not going to do it.
Actually, there was 2 things that were pretty interesting. One was for a penis enlargement company.
Which one? I'm familiar with these.
I'm not sure the specific one. There was actually several requests from penis enlargement company to tattoo my whole arm a giant penis.
And you said, did you even get into how much they were willing to pay, or did you immediately say that is not acceptable?
That was totally unacceptable. But I guess maybe for like $1 million, it would probably be worth it.
Right.
But I had to wear long sleeves when I went out to dinner with my wife.
Yeah, and then someone asked you the time. Let me find out. Whoa! People are just running all over the restaurant.
Well, let's talk about the first thing that pops up, you know?
Yeah. No. Well, it's if you're going to talk like that. Well, okay, let's follow this road a little further. Viagra contacted you, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually asked me if I would tattoo my own human organ.
They wanted to put an ad, a Viagra ad on your penis.
Yeah, somebody from the company emailed me and asked me to put that on. I said, yeah, that would be the great first human pop-up ad.
Yeah,
and every time they get excited, be like, hey, there's pop-up.
Yeah, but no one's. Okay. This raises an interesting question. Okay. Who's there to see these things? I mean, the whole concept of advertising is that everyone's going to see it. Is there a contractual responsibility that you have to walk around and display these ads?
Well, no, there isn't any contractual obligations, but I'm a pretty active guy. We go all over the place, do different things.
Well, you live in Port Jefferson, Long Island.
Right.
Now, that is not a media hub, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, you know, do you ever get calls from the companies that have paid for this stuff? And they're like, what are you doing? I'm just home. I'm watching hockey. Yeah. Well, get out there. I don't want to, you know?
I'm still in the middle of another beer thinking of another idea.
Yeah, so you're working on new schemes and new plans.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I'm noticing right here you have a Save Martha. That's from SaveMartha.com. So you actually support Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I do.
Good for you.
Absolutely.
And you got a tattoo. Is she aware that you've tattooed Save Martha on
I'm
your
not
arm?
sure, but I think it's pretty cool that she's in jail and I'm getting a tattoo.
Yeah. It's a little ironic, yeah.
Yeah, it is a little ironic.
It's not really how it's supposed to work. Are there any rules for this? Like, what is your code of ethics? What won't you do? I mean, we've talked about the giant penis on the arm. I think both of us would back away from that one, although if they met my price, I'd do it. What is your ethical code? What won't you do?
Nothing on my face and nothing on my hands, you know, because I have 5 children, so I don't want to walk around like a mockery or
Yeah.
I definitely. I won't do my face or my hands, but
right.
Anything
So
else,
you can cover up this other stuff, is what you're saying. You know?
Yeah, I guess I went to a nice dinner. I've had offers my ass though, actually.
People have offered to put
like Charmin on my butt cheek.
Charmin contacted
Well, not
you?
Charmin directly, but people like writing me like marketing professors, like, "Hey, what if Charmin contacted you? Would you put a Charminade on your ass?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely."
You would do that?
Yeah, sure.
How much money? Is your price higher now than it used to be?
Yeah, well, I was just like real estate, you got inflation.
What about Late Night with Conan O'Brien? I mean, I want to get the word out.
Yeah, well, I love your show, man, so I would probably give you a really good rate on that.
A good rate, yeah.
Yeah, good rate.
Okay, but not on the face or the hands. What about a Conan tattooed on your face? And
That'd be really cool. As long as I can impress
No, it wouldn't be. You've got to. You've had some beers again. Now, do you ever think to yourself, like, this is cool now, but 50 years from now, when you're talking to your great-grandchildren, and they've come to visit you on their jetpacks in the future, and they ask you about, what's, getitfido.com or whatever. Do they ask you about some of those things that it's going to not wear well over time?
Yeah, well, I guess I could explain to them once they had the jetpacks what the internet was.
Right, back then.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you eat a pill and communicate with your friends, but back then we had computers.
Yeah,
and they're
exactly.
like, talk on, old man.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
That would be a great story for the insane asylum.
Yeah, it'd be very good. Well, could you get one removed if you got, how hard is that to do?
I don't know, I've heard a couple things about laser surgery, but
Right.
I'm kind of in it for
Sandpaper is what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's how I got my Air Supply tattoo removed. It wasn't as cool over the long haul as I thought it would be. Well, to learn more about this, visit Joe's website. What is it? Let me get this right. livingadspace.com?
That's correct.
All right. You know what? You're a good sport to come here and talk to us.
I appreciate
Continued success to you.
Thank you very much.
Joe Tamargo, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, that is it. Stay tuned for Last Call with Carson Daly, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.